My friends think men should treat girls like princesses and pay for their meals, so they invited some guy to Chili's with us and left before the $130 check came. I have been friends with these two girls, Charlie and Alex. We're all in our 20s now, but we have been very close since middle school and get along really well. One day we decided to go to our favorite spot, Chili's. We always separate the bill and there are zero issues. However, Alex decides they want to invite a friend named John, which is fine with all of us. The food was good as usual, and then the server asked us if we were splitting the bill or putting it on one check. Then Charlie, who usually says it's separated every time we go out and eat, says to the server, "Put it on one check." I thought maybe Charlie was just feeling generous that day, but then they started giving John she's-eating grins. Charlie said, "Just to be clear, John, you're paying for the bill." John responded back with a visible confusion on his face, "What?" Alex and Charlie just giggled and then got up and they left. They signaled me to go as well, but I was just as confused as John was. Me and John sat there awkwardly together. The server comes back around and hands over the check of $125, and I tell the server to give us a moment to pay for it. I only had enough money for me, $30, and John only had enough for him, $40. Charlie texted in our group chat asking if I was coming with them, but I asked them what the fudge they were doing. Then they went on some BS tangent that John should want to impress us, and that it's a man's role to treat us like princesses. I thought they were joking, but they were dead serious. And upon me going outside to physically confront them, they were serious. Because they left me and John with no ride and the whole tab to pay for. I called my dad and asked if he could spare me $60, and that he can just cut off my allowance for 2 weeks. I explained the situation to him, and he agreed with Alex and Charlie over me, and said that this is John's problem now, not mine. It was like a scene out of a movie and I was in complete disbelief. I explained the situation to the server, who was super cool, and said if we couldn't come up with the money now, they would just leave a number and they can charge me tomorrow. Out of one last-ditch effort, I called my uncle for the money, and he immediately understood and sent me the money, and he even said he would be there to pick me and John up. So I pay the bill and I apologize heavily to John about the entire situation, but he was actually really chill and super grateful for what I was doing because he only had $40 from his birthday money. $40 of birthday money that he decided to spend with his so-called friends. I get a text from Alex in the group chat asking if John paid for the bill. I said that I paid for it instead, and they got mad at me. Then my dad asked what had happened. I told him the truth about his brother helping me pay for it, and he got mad at me too. Do I live in the Twilight Zone? Am I crazy for not wanting to ruin a friend's life over Chili's? Anyways, after Alex saying, "I'm just not going to invite guys to our plans anymore," I left the group chat and blocked both Alex and Charlie. John also cut ties with them, and we have started talking more and more, and we sometimes play video games together. Anyways, the moral of the story is, you think you know someone until their true colors show. Edit. I should probably empathize that John and I didn't even know each other before this happened. Yes, I am 20 and still get a $50 weekly allowance. I am actively looking for work. Some of you guys are antagonizing my dad but yet want to act like mine for not working. People are asking why I didn't just pay for my own bill, give them my friends' numbers or addresses and call the police. That is probably what I should have done 100%, but I felt like John was already visibly stressed about the situation, and I didn't want to escalate it to potentially more stress. I was thinking about John's well-being above everything, and having someone else cover the rest of the money was the easiest solution for me. Update. John and I still play video games online a lot together and have been dabbling in a new game as well. He's actually a very funny guy who is open about his feelings. If we continue to connect this well, I may ask him on a proper date this go around. Through some casual friends, I learned that Alex and Charlie think I'm overreacting in the same BS as before, and that John should have wanted to impress us, and that John should have had more money knowing he was going out to eat with 3 girls. What a shocker.